Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Echo Aftab. In my today's class, I am going to deal with a very simple topic but important topic, and that is budget line. The concept of budget line will help us to understand our next topic, and that is consumer equilibrium. So let us start with budget line. Myself Aftab Bhai. So as usual, let us begin with an example. We will take two goods, Dairy Milk and 5-star. So this is my regular example since my first video which I started, because it will be very easy to conceptualize what I am trying to say. So if we assume the price of Dairy Milk to be rupees 10 and the price of 5-star to be rupees 5. Along with this, let us introduce one more variable, and that is income. If we assume my income is rupees 50, now this is the case. Now I am having 50 rupees of income which I need to spend on the two goods, good X, let us say it is Dairy Milk, and good Y, let us say it is 5-star. So if I have to spend this income on these two goods, how will I spend it? This is the graph. On X axis we are measuring good X, and on Y axis we are measuring good Y. And as I said, let us assume X commodity to be Dairy Milk, which is for 10 rupees per unit, and Y commodity is chocolate 5-star, which is for rupees 5. If this is the case, and if my income is rupees 50, if I spend my entire amount of 50 rupees only on 5-star, can you guess how much 5 stars I can buy? So if I spend 50 rupees on 5-star, the maximum amount of 5-star that I can buy is 10. At the same time, if I spend my entire income on Dairy Milk, how much I will be able to buy Dairy Milk? So it is 50 divided by 10, and that is equal to 5. This is the simple logic. So if 5-star I am able to purchase 10, it means Dairy Milk I can buy 0, and if Dairy Milk I am able to buy 5 units, it means 5-star I can buy 0 units. That is, there will be no money left for me. So this 50 rupees will be our constraint. It will be our constraint. That is, our hands and legs are tied, beyond which we cannot move. So with this background, if I say 50 divided by 5 is income divided by price of Y commodity. So it is 10, as I said. So the red dot is telling us the maximum amount of 5-star I can buy if it is for 5 rupees with 50 rupees income. At the same time, M by Px, it is telling us about what is the maximum unit of Dairy Milk I can buy if the Dairy Milk is for 10 rupees with 50 rupees of income. So the maximum units I can buy is 5. So if you join these two dots, red dots, what we will get is a straight line which I will name it as BL. What is this BL? This BL is budget line. So with this example of 5-star and Dairy Milk, with their prices and income, we came to know how to derive the budget line. So the budget line, what it means? So budget line, it's a simple definition, is a set of combination of two goods that can be purchased if whole of the given income is spent on them. Here I am trying to say it is the whole of the income. It is the whole income, the entire income, whole income. So in our case, it was 50 rupees. So if this is the case, algebraically we can say budget line is Px into X plus Py into Y is equal to M, where M stands for income, Px for price of X, and Py for price of Y. So this is the equation of budget line. We can say M is equal to Px into x plus Py into y. Moving ahead, there is one more concept which is called as budget space. What is budget space? Budget space shows a set of all combinations of the two goods that can be purchased by spending the entire income or a part of the given income. So here you can see it in the form of the graph. This is the previous graph where we derived budget line. There are two dots, there are two extreme points, dot B telling us about maximum of Y we being able to buy, and dot L telling us about maximum of good X we able to buy. Now if we spend our entire income, friends, we will be somewhere near on this budget line, if we spend our entire income. But if we don't spend our entire income and we spend a part of it, that is not the entire 50 rupees, but if we spend 10 rupees or 20 rupees or 30 rupees, then we will be in this shaded area. You can see this brown shaded area. This becomes our budget space. On the line, it is budget line where we are spending the entire income. If we are not spending the entire income, we are into a space which is called as budget space. Let's move ahead. Having understood what is budget line, now let us see, will the budget line shift? So shift in budget line, will the budget line move? So there are two important cases over here broadly. One is the budget line will shift because of change in the price of either good. Either good matlab, if the price of X commodity changes, the budget line will shift. If the price of Y commodity changes, the budget line will shift. Now the question is, how will the budget line shift, or in which direction the budget line will shift? It all depends upon whether the price of X commodity or Y commodity is increasing or it is decreasing. Simple common sense, if a price increases, the commodity becomes costly and it will be out of our budget. So at that time the budget line will shrink. But if the price decreases, we will be able to buy more of that commodity and that budget line will stretch outside. This concept, what I just told, will say it graphically. So let us take case 1. In case 1, if the price of X commodity increases, what will happen? So this is our original budget line BL, and what I am trying to say here is, if this price of X commodity decreases, what will happen? Sorry, I am very sorry. If the price of X commodity increases, what will happen? Good X has become costly and we don't have enough income to buy it. So automatically this L point will shift. Where will it shift? You can see here the budget line has shifted inwards to the left. So from BL, our new budget line is BL1. So friends, if the price of X commodity increases, budget line shift inwards to the left. This is the first case. Next case, you can see if the price of X commodity decreases, the budget line shifts outwards to the right. So both these cases, case 1 and case 2, I would like to repeat it. You just see what is happening over here. If the price increases, budget line shifts inwards, and if the price decreases, the budget line shifts outwards. This is with regard to commodity X. Now let us take into consideration the third case. In the third case, again we are on the original budget line BL. Now the thing is, if the price of Y commodity increases, what will happen? Any guesses? Yes, if price of Y commodity has increased, if the price of Y commodity has increased, it means commodity Y has become costlier and our budget is not enough. If the budget is not enough, this particular point B will shrink. See what is happening over here. If the price of Y commodity increases, the budget line will again shift inwards, and we are having a new budget line, that is B1L. So here the budget line has shifted towards the left. Now case 4, if the price of Y commodity decreases, we are able to buy more of commodity Y, so the budget line will shift outwards towards the right, and our new budget line is B2L. So these are the 4 cases with regard to change in price of X or Y. So this is with regard to change in price of either X or Y. This change in price of X, it can be increased or it can be decreased. Similarly, Y price can be increased or decreased. In all these situations, the budget line is shifting either inwards or outwards. Moving ahead, the second case situation is if we are having this original budget line and the shift in budget line because of change in the income. If the prices are same but the income of the consumer, if it changes, what will happen? So let us say the first case situation with regard to change in income, that is case 5. If the income increases, what will happen? If the income increases, it means the consumer is able to buy more of good X and good Y at a time. So you can see the budget line will shift outwards. So this new budget line is B1L1. So here if income increases, the budget line shifts outward. Similarly, if the income decreases, what will happen? Exactly, the budget line will shift inwards. So the budget line will shrink and the new budget line is B2L2. So these are few of the cases with regard to shift in budget line, either because of change in the price of the commodities or because of change in the income. One thing to be noted is, if the price of the commodity changes, one point will be constant, the other point will change. But when the income changes, you can see both the points will shift outwards or inwards on either of the axes. So moving ahead, let us try to understand what is the slope of budget line. So here you can see, when I speak about slope of budget line, the slope of budget line BL is height divided by base. So what is height and what is base? So height is the original, and this particular point is telling us about the height, and base is the origin, and this particular point is telling us about the base. So height divided by base, this is what is the slope. So what is height? Height is OB and base is OL. So, or in other words, the slope of budget line is the ratio of the prices of good X and good Y. You can say the slope of budget line BL is Px divided by Py. Now at this point, we don't know how we have got Px by Py. So to make it more simpler, I would like to prove this particular concept. So slope of budget line BL is height divided by base, that is OB divided by OL, or price of X divided by price of Y. Now the proof is, I'll just spend another 2-3 minutes on this and then we'll wind up. So the slope of budget line I'll change the color. Okay, now you can see the slope of budget line BL is Px divided by Py. Now how did we come at this particular ratio, that is price of x by price of y? So let us see. If I say the consumer spends his entire income on purchasing x commodity, then what will happen? So if the consumer is having his income M and if he is spending his entire commodity on purchasing x good, what will happen? So as I told in the previous slides, this particular point P is nothing but M divided by price of y, and this particular point L is nothing but income divided by price of x. So here in our understanding we had come at quantity 10 and here we had got 5, assume the price to be 10 rupees and income 50 rupees. Here it was income was 50 rupees and price was 5 rupees. So I hope till here it is clear. Now if I say the consumer spends his entire income on good X, if he is spending his entire income on good X, how many units of good X he is able to buy? He is able to buy 5 units of good X, or in other words OL amount of good X. So if the consumer spends his entire income on X commodity, so we will get an equation which is in the form total quantity of X commodity multiplied by the price of X commodity is equal to our income. So if this is the case, if the consumer is spending his entire income on X commodity. On the other hand, if the consumer is spending his entire income on Y commodity, then what is the case over here? Then he is getting 10 units of Y commodity, or in other words we can say he is getting OB units of Y commodity, and he is paying the price of Y commodity which is equal to the income. So we got the first case and the second case with regard to X commodity and Y commodity. Now moving ahead, we know OL multiplied by price of X is equal to income, or can I say OL is equal to M divided by Px. So you can see here M divided by Px. Similarly, with regard to Y commodity, it is OB multiplied by Py is equal to M. So in this case, can I say OB is equal to M divided by Py? So what we have done is, by simple mathematics, we have come to know what is L, what is OL and what is OB. So here friends, so here I would like to say slope of budget line is equal to OB divided by OL. It is over here. I will written it once more. So here we have seen OB is equal to M divided by Py and OL is equal to M divided by Px. So by just bringing the denominator upside, what we will get is M divided by Py multiplied by Px divided by M. So here M will get cancelled with M, and what remains is Px by Py. So the slope of this budget line will always be the ratio of the prices of X commodity and Y commodity, that is Px by Py, and this is one of the very important thing for our next class. So right now I'll stop the class at this particular junction where we understood what is the meaning of. So today's class, what did we understand? We understood what is the meaning of budget line. We came to know what is budget space. We got to know what is the budget line equation, which is M is equal to Px into X plus Py into Y. This is our budget line equation, and we understood the slope of budget line, and that is Px by Py. So all these things we have understood theoretically, and more with regard to more in terms of graph. The same thing we will be understanding in terms of mathematics. How in terms of mathematics? If I say this is an equation where M is equal to Px into X plus Py into Y, then differentiating this equation will give us the slope of the budget line, and this slope we will try to understand mathematically in our mathematics for economics series. So right now I'll stop this class at this particular point where we understood what is the slope of budget line Px by Py, because this will help for us in our next class where I'll be dealing with consumer equilibrium. So in consumer equilibrium we are going to take the case of indifference curves and budget line and try to find out consumer equilibrium. So friends, till then, thank you for watching my video Understanding Economics with Professor Aftab, and I hope you have enjoyed it. So till my next class, please take care of yourself, enjoy your life, stay happy and be happy. See you. Tata. Bye bye.